think after so many years of freedom, if we have to explain what we are,
Yeah.
I think that is a very bad thing. First, you have to accept yourself.
Okay,
So
okay.
right now I am working as a therapist. जिंदगी में बड़े बड़ी चीजें तो बहुत कम बनती है, लेकिन लाइफ को जीने का मजा है वो छोटी छोटी चीजों में.
बिल्कुल, बिल्कुल, बिल्कुल.
European countries, these kind of things like what is LGBTQI, they teach you the child from their book.
Yeah. Alisha Patel is a resident of Gujarat, and she became the first trans woman to be recognized by the state government and receive a transgender's identity card after she had her sex change operation. According to reports in ANI, Alisha also received her transgender identity card on July 23rd, 2021. After years of struggles and years of turmoil, and she has finally come confident in our society and smiling with a beautiful smile. We are all set to interview Alisha here today. Alisha was earlier known by her dead name Sandeep, and she was suffering from decades of gender dysmorphia and all of that. But now we have Alisha, who is a powerful lady who has come out in the open and has got the first transgender's identity card.
On receiving the first trans woman certificate by the Gujarat government, I'm so happy and I'm very grateful to them because after so many years since we get freedom, but we didn't have any identity.
Right.
Even we didn't have an identity like as a transgender also.
Right.
So this first time they recognize us as a citizen of India, and before that they are not recognizing our true identity, which we are, the transgender.
Exactly.
So
Before, let's go back a little into the history. So before earlier getting this transgender's identity card was a very lengthier process, but now it has become very simple. So can you tell our viewers a little bit about how did the registration process happen, and how did you finally receive this card? How was that whole process?
Actually, the process is very, very simple now.
Okay.
Government launched web portal which is online, and anyone can apply from anywhere.
Okay.
You can apply for certificate and transgender identity card from your home.
Right.
You don't have to go there. You just have to, apply online. Everything is online.
True.
So
True.
before that, the process was like you have to, physically go there, and you have to tell them that you are transgender and everything is like that.
Right. Right.
So it's not. It's a very simple process now, and
Okay.
I apply online. And but what happened to me was when I applied first, then they called me from Surat's local office and collector's office, and they told me that did you apply online? And I said yes.
Yes.
And they tell me that, madam, please come here, and we want to know more about trans woman
Okay.
and trans men, because till the date they didn't see anyone like that, or they don't know anything about it.
Yeah.
So it was very surprising for me also,
Okay.
because if this kind of collector office working persons didn't know about this, then in how much ignorant world we are living in. So we have to, spread awareness about this, and people should aware about what is the called trans man and who is a trans woman, and it should be clear in a child's mind also.
Very true.
And in European countries, these kind of things like what is LGBTQI, they teach you the child from their book. I think after so many years of freedom, if we have to explain what we are,
Yeah,
I think that is a very bad thing to do.
very true, very true. And Alisha, when we were reading about you, you also said that you were having a significant period of time where you went through gender dysphoria, and can you explain how was it for you and how did it impact your mental health? I mean, I know this is a very sensitive question and a trigger warning for all our viewers, but please tell us about what was going on in your mind, from Sandeep to Alisha. What was the journey like?
Oh, the mental situation is
Yes.
very challenging. It's
Yes.
very, very much challenging
Yeah.
because if you are like a case of gender dysphoria
Hmm.
and you want to change yourself, then you need lots of money and
Hmm.
you need lots, social, economical, and all mental. In all aspect, it's a very challenging things
Very
to
true.
do.
Yeah. Hmm. Hmm.
uh, when I started, when I was, people also asked me a question that why did you do it at the age of 38
Hmm.
and why didn't you do it in an earlier age?
Hmm.
The answer is that like I was not that much rich person that I
Okay.
can spend lots of money on my SRS. I
Hmm.
have to earn by myself and then I have to do it.
Right. Right.
So all these years I just concentrating on saving money.
Hmm.
And after 19 years of say struggle, I
Okay.
finally make it possible to do it.
Right. 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 Right.
And all these years also one thing, in India always people ask you, why didn't you do marriage? Uh, and all these, the silly questions.
Yeah.
Why you are like girls, yeah, why you don't roam with, boys,
Yeah.
all these questions.
Yeah.
And don't you engage with boys? Or, they want you to sit with them.
Right.
But
Right.
I'm not a boy from inside.
Hmm.
I'm a girl, so I can't do it.
Say
But
that.
how can you explain it? If
Yeah.
you are going to explain it, they will not understand it.
Very true. When you were born in a man's body, you were a girl from inside. You wanted to embrace that inner feminine womanhood in you, right? So that is what is important. That is what we have to tell our society. And amazed to hear this. So, Alisha, obviously, when we have something like this, when you go through a sex change operation, when you come in terms with your identity, there are a lot of people who support you in your journey, a lot of people who don't. So, who were these people who actually supported you in your journey? And
All, I want to thank my mom
okay,
because she is like a pillar of the, apartment.
okay,
She
okay.
is a very strong pillar. She stood by myself and she told me that you could just go ahead and don't think about people.
Hmm,
I am with you and you just go ahead.
so
And that's
nice.
a very solid, support for me. The second thing is I didn't have anyone who can take care of me during my SRS and my breast implants and my voice surgery. So all three surgeries, I have to have someone who can take care of me. After operations in a recovery is also very big deal. So my one of my friend and his name is Dharmendra Nair,
Hmm,
and he's just like just a simple friend. But when he knows about me and he just tell me that okay, I will support you and you go ahead. And
right.
also my one of my friend is Pana Patel, and she is right now on journey to
Oh,
become woman.
okay,
So
okay.
he also helped me a lot.
Okay. Now, if I may ask you about a little bit about your educational background and whether you worked and all, what was your educational background? Where were you born and brought up? All of that. Could you tell me a little details about that as well?
I'm an electrical engineer, diploma in electrical engineer,
Okay.
and I worked as a salesman in a LG company for
Okay.
2.5 years. After
Okay.
that, I did a hairstylist course
Okay.
from Javed Habib, and
Okay.
then one of my sirs asked me that you have to go further. So then I did a VLCC, from
Wow.
Oriental Therapist course from VLCC.
Okay.
So
Okay.
right now I am working as a therapist.
Now, a sensitive question again, if I may ask you, as a person or as Alisha Patel, how difficult or how easy or difficult, I would say, was it for you to undergo this gender reorientation operation financially, emotionally, and socially? What were the challenges? How did you feel? How easy was it? How was the operation? If you could tell us a little bit about it.
Okay, in my family, actually, there is no one who have, you who can explain me these things
Yeah.
to me.
Hmm.
So from when I was in my teenage, my I make a friends of LGBTQI community.
Hmm. Hmm.
So from one of my friend had a gender dysphoria.
Okay.
So she told me about this that one day we were just talking on the phone and she told me that I went to psychiatrist. So
Okay.
I asked her question that why did you went there? So she told me that oh, I have a gender dysphoria, that's why, and that's how I came to
Okay.
the point that this is
Hmm.
called the gender dysphoria. Then I told her that oh, I also searched for it, and I also always thinking like that. So she told me that you also have to go to psychiatrist, and you have you should also think that invent it that whether it's you have also gender dysphoria or not,
True,
and
true,
that's
true.
how this
That's how
all
your journey
process.
started, right? Yeah, amazing, amazing, great. And next is also a bit of a, a question that maybe a lot of people would have asked you, that in a country like India, the transgender people, they face a lot of challenges without being recognized with a identity change or an identity card. Where do you think is the problem? Like we say na ki this is the jad, ye musibat ki jad hai. So where is the problem lying? And is it the government? Is it the community? Is it the people? Lack of education? What is it? Why are they scared of this? And why are challenges being faced by the transgenders community?
Oh, the problem was before, I think. Right now there is no problem. And first, I want to tell everyone that first you have to accept yourself, and first you have to stood by yourself, whatever you are, whether you are gay, bisexual, lesbian, whatever you are. You
Hmm.
have to accept your identity, and you have to stood by yourself.
Right.
And if if you stood by yourself, then your confidence will go, and you can stand with anyone,
Very true.
you know.
True.
Yeah, and you can when you जैसे कि मैं हिंदी में बोलूँ तो बोलते हैं ना, सत्यमेव जयते.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल हाँ जी हाँ जी बिल्कुल.
तो जब हाँ, when you speak the truth, you always win. So
Right.
that's how I think you have to accept yourself and go ahead.
Right. And as you said, keep coming out and being confident and telling people is important in today's time, because, when we don't do that, it starts affecting our health. We start keep thinking about it. We keep thinking about it. As you said, a lot of mental health issues also come with that. So, why do you think that, uh, a, an identity card or a transgender's identity card becomes essential for people to actually know that, to know more about these people, and why do you think that, why did you become the first trans woman to get this card? Because is it because other trans persons are not interested in getting this, or what is it? Why is there a little bit of confusion here? Can you tell me?
No, it's not like that. I was the first person who applied for it,
Okay,
and I'm not the last person who will do it.
definitely. Yeah, yes, yes.
There are lots of my friends also who are going right now. They will going to do it.
Okay. As a whole, when you see your life as a whole, from Sandeep to Alisha, and when you see this is Alisha Patel, how has your life transformed? After you got this recognition, after you went through the operation, what do you feel? How do you feel inside you?
Actually, I asked this question to so many trans girls that what are the difference before life and after life,
Okay,
and they don't tell me clearly, or they can't describe it clearly. But
right.
when it happens to me, now I can say that I can. The most significant difference is that before that you are unsatisfied. If
Mm.
you have so much money, if you have a very good career, if you have very good family also, but then also you feel unsatisfied because you are not getting your true self,
Very
your
good.
true identity.
Yeah.
So after the SRS, for the first thing what happens to you is you are become very peaceful. Your
Mhm.
mind is in a peace mode, and yeah, the small things, in a very small things. First, what happens before that? In a very small things, you became upset,
Yeah.
and after SRS, what happens? You become very peaceful. And
Mm.
if something in a very small things, you are getting happiness,
Right.
and that is the true life.
True.
जिंदगी में बड़े बड़ी चीजें तो बहुत कम बनती है, लेकिन लाइफ को जीने का मजा है वो छोटी छोटी चीजों में।
Bilkul, bilkul,
अ,
bilkul, definitely.
हाँ।
So, what are your future plans? What have you envisioned about yourself? Do you plan on doing something or raising awareness? What are your future plans as a whole?
Okay, my future. Actually, I want to help our community members who want to do SRS, but they are not able to do it first because of lack of knowledge or lack of money, or because of afraid of society.
Yeah,
And I want to help those people.
true. Yeah.
The first thing, and the second thing, I also want to start my NGO,
Okay,
and
wow.
that's how I can help somebody.
Yes.
For children, I think children have no issues with our community. In my family, my all the my niece and nephews, they see me as I am right now, and they know about me everything. So I want to tell all community members that never hide yourself, and proud on yourself, whatever you are. It's not a sin.
Yeah.
Okay, and the second, for the society, I want to tell that this thing is not a simple thing.
Yeah.
Okay, this is very difficult process which we are going through, and if you see somebody who is going through this process, then please help them. And if you can't help them, at least try to understand them, their feelings, and respect them, because what happen if you have a same child like us, you
Yeah.
will not
Yeah.
throw him out,
Exactly,
right?
exactly. You have become an inspiration to me and several people around our country who will watch this video. And I really hope that someday in the future, maybe we could meet and, more and more platforms cover your story so that News
You-
Trumpet, our platform is actually coming up with a series which is called Heal with Us, where we bring in inspiring people with astounding healing stories from depression and failures. Our aim is to inspire people and bring about a change in their perspective to life, because nothing is impossible and all good things take time.